back to another video and to a channel update for the spring of 2024. I have a lot of very big and exciting announcements to make in this channel update, so let's get started right off the bat. I want to thank all of you so much for getting the channel to 8,500 subscribers. It's absolutely crazy that we've made it here. My goal for the longest time has just been have fun running a cars channel, make videos I enjoy, that you guys enjoy, and the fact that we've reached 8,500 is absolutely crazy. And I'm so excited for what the future of the channel holds. I'm so excited for the place the channel is in right now. I think the channel is doing better than ever right now, honestly. I'm so excited for what's coming up. Speaking of what's coming up, let's get started talking about some new videos, right? Up first, I want to give you guys an update on reviews. Yes, Glow Racers Fillmore is representing the entire category of reviews on my channel. You got big shoes to fill, Glow Racers Fillmore. Okay, so back in March, I got a big haul of cars. All of my stores finally started catching up, and I ended up reviewing or buying like 15 cars, which I've been reviewing since. But I haven't really been proud of how inconsistent my review schedule has been. I want to switch back to doing reviews more frequently. Ideally for me, it would be doing reviews daily. And I'm almost done with my school year, my second year of college, which is crazy to think about that I'm already done with my second year. I'm already halfway through. That's crazy. Halfway through college, that is. I'll be done on May 14th. So my goal is to start doing reviews closer to daily, maybe every other day, somewhere around that, when I have a lot of new things to review. If I only have 2 or 3 new cars to review, I might space out the reviews a bit more. But when I have like 15 cars, I want to make sure, especially if they're 15 new releases, that I get those reviews out as soon as possible. Again, daily, or if I can't do that, every other day. Because I just want to make sure that I can be reviewing new items as soon as I get my hands on them. We have things like the Quadritorquosaurus 2024 release and Wingo with Flames and Fillmore. These are the 3 cars I have left to review from that older haul from last month. And I'm just kind of upset with myself that I've let them sit around for a month. You know, because they're all brand new items that I know a lot of people, I'm sure, want to see. And honestly, I want to open them. They're pretty cool. Alright, additionally, next week is my birthday. It's next Thursday, May 2nd. I'll be 20, which is also crazy to think about. It hasn't really settled yet. I haven't really fully registered it yet. But because of that, I should be receiving some new cars items. My goal is to, if I find other new items alongside, or after my birthday, my goal is to review a birthday haul item, then a new item, then a birthday haul item, then a new item, and so on and so forth. Sort of alternate between those 2 categories. Typically, it takes me quite a while to get through my birthday haul because of all the new items that I'm also finding in stores around that same time every year. So alternating between a new item and a birthday haul item, I think, is the best course of action to make sure that I'm reviewing both new things and birthday haul things in a timely manner. I'm also getting in a very exciting haul of cars soon, which I don't want to get into just yet, but it may very well be, mark my words, you can quote me on this, the best haul I think I've ever gotten. You guys are not ready for what's in this haul. It's going to be insane when it comes here in a few weeks. It's going to be insanely exciting. So again, I'll be alternating birthday haul and then things from that haul, birthday haul, things from that haul. If I find new releases too, we'll alternate between the 3 of them. We'll get it all figured out, of course. Now, moving on past reviews, let's talk about a little show called Cars Adventures. Now, as Cars Adventures viewers are probably well aware, its upload schedule recently has been pretty bad, which is due to several motivational issues on my end. I've really had a lack of motivation to do full Cars Adventures seasons for the past few years now. It's also come down to just time management and my schedule being more busy now that I'm in college and everything. Several issues have factored into Cars Adventures not coming out as often as I would hope. Look, the Christmas season ended halfway through April. I'm very disappointed with how things turned out for that. But I really think I've boiled down my main issues And one of those main issues is simply that I get really excited when I start work on a Cars Adventure season, but as time goes on and I start making the episodes day after day, I become kind of disinterested in it, which leads to the episodes being worse quality and coming out less and less frequently. I think there are two very simple ways for me to remedy the Cars Adventures issue right now: better planning and pre-recording. So for the next season, I have planned out every single episode and what I want it to be. Typically, going into a Cars Adventure season, I have a basic outline of what the plot's going to be, and then as time goes on, I sort of fill that in with each necessary episode. But this time, before I even started filming, before I even announced the season this time, I've written out the name and plots for every single episode of the season. Something that I've only done once or twice in the entire history of Cars Adventures, because like I said, usually I just sort of mentally outline it and maybe write down ideas for a few episodes, but typically, I keep it all in my head and I plan out the season broadly and then more specifically, but here I've planned out every single episode, the story episodes, the one-off or filler episodes, whatever you want to call them. Everything I fully planned out, and while doing that, I made sure that every single thing I wrote down was something I would be excited to film. Additionally, in order to stop me from losing motivation while the season is going on, and in order to ensure a more consistent upload schedule, I will be pre-recording the next Cars Adventures season in a few different batches of filming, making sure that I can get several episodes filmed at once, thus keeping me more interested in the season without me losing interest over time, and allowing all of you guys to get episodes on a more consistent basis. When I started Lap 3, my goal was to do episodes every other day, and I think with this new strategy, I should finally be able to release them every other day. Now, you may have noticed I don't have any cars representing Cars Adventures here, and that's because, well, the car I wanted to show is kind of a spoiler for the next season. It's Boost. Now, Lap 3 really hasn't done all that much with the tuners yet. Ever since I introduced Lap 3 last year, tuners have just kind of been there. But in Lap 3 Season 4, they, and especially Boost, are going to get some time to shine. You see, the first 3 seasons of Cars Adventures Lap 3 were about kind of settling back to normalcy, going back to the status quo, seeing what's going on with Radiator Springs, wrapping up some old plot lines from past parts of the show, and beginning to set up new threats like the return of the Lemons. But in Lap 3 Season 4, it's time for Lap 3 to forge its own path with the first brand new villain of Cars Adventures Lap 3. And let me tell you, they're going to be a pretty big threat, and they're going to have a unique connection to the tuners, which will unfold throughout this next season. Lap 3 Season 4 will begin on May 1st, and is all about Boost being recruited to a mysterious racing league. Now up next, I want to talk about a little project called Multiversal Dash. This is a project that I announced last year as a Cars Adventures adjacent movie spinning off from the concept of Steve Herschel traveling to different universes that we established in Lap 2. And I've been asked quite frequently what's happened to it since I haven't really given that many updates on it, and I have delayed it several times at this point. Honestly, I'm just going to say it, I've lost passion in this project. Multiversal Dash is something I was kind of excited about when I started. Not kind of, I was very excited, that's why I announced it, obviously, but it kind of came from this place of feeling like I had to make a new Cars Adventures movie just because it'd been so long since I'd done one, instead of wanting to make one. You may remember that in a channel update about a year ago now, I announced a Cars Adventures movie called Worldwide Dash, which eventually became Multiversal Dash. And that just came from a place of me wanting to just get a new movie out. Now, looking back, I kind of wish I hadn't announced that concept, because it's such a big undertaking, and I just kind of said, hey, yeah, doing a new movie, without really fully figuring out just how much that entails. And, just how much that really is to pull off. Multiversal Dash, additionally, it's just a story that I'm not really that interested in telling anymore. I've always loved, the multiverse concept ever since I was young, but recently it's become so overdone and oversaturated that I'm just kind of tired of it, and I don't really feel like telling my own take on it, if that makes sense. It just, like I said, it's just something I'm not that interested in anymore. Additionally, a big goal of the Cars Adventure series right now is to make it a bit more grounded, and so doing some big multiverse thing just doesn't really align with the current goals of the series. So I hope you can all understand when I say that I'm going to be shelving Multiversal Dash. For now. I don't want to say it's gone forever. I don't want to say it's canceled forever and that I'm never going to do it. But for now, I'm just going to push the concept aside to focus on other projects. But like I said, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to have this be gone forever. At the very least, I'm sure some concepts from it, like the villain, will probably be adapted into Cars Adventures. Just not like the multiverse stuff. So yeah, that's sort of where things are with Multiversal Dash right now. I know a lot of people are very excited about it, but I just have to be honest with where that is. But thank you all so much for the support on it, and I'm sorry if this news is upsetting to you. Anyway, on a bit of a brighter note, I have a very big new project I'd like to announce, but before that, I just want to very briefly go over a few things. Diecast history has been one of my favorite things to do on the channel since I introduced it back in February, and it was supposed to be a weekly series, but ever since wrapping up McQueen's, I've been taking a few weeks off. Going over the history of every McQueen was a pretty big undertaking, and as we move into Mater, I just wanted to give myself a little bit of a hiatus before returning to weekly Diecast history episodes. The Mater episode is almost done and should be out soon. I'm aiming for a May 1st release for that, I think. And then we will continue with weekly uploads for Diecast History for Mater, and then we will continue with several other characters until we've covered the entire Cars Diecast line. Yeah, Diecast History is a weekly series because I didn't want it to take forever to make. If I did episodes monthly, like for errors and inconsistencies, or every few months, like for weird products, we would be here for years. Anyway, the first episode, focusing on Cars 1 Mater, should be out soon. It's a rather short episode. That's just because the other Mater episodes have so much in them. It's kind of like the calm before the storm. Speaking of weird products, which I just mentioned, isn't this a great representation of weird products, right? Weird Products is easily my favorite series to make on this channel, and it's been one of my most popular, if not my most popular series for quite a while now. And in May, it will be celebrating its 5-year anniversary. So to celebrate, I have a very special event in the works called Weird Products Week. Stay tuned to my community page for some more updates on that as we get closer. Bye, Monorail Sheriff. Other than that, other frequent series like Every Single Car and Errors and Inconsistencies will continue as planned, of course. Errors and Inconsistencies, I have a new one in the works, hoping to get it out by the end of the month to continue the 1 episode a month schedule for that. You guys know the drill. That's just how it is with series like that. They will be out when they're out. But now it's time for my big announcement. You see, there's a certain running joke on this channel. A certain something that I talk about a lot. Something I kind of have a reputation for not liking. Guys, this summer, I'm going to be releasing a multi-hour breakdown, review, analysis, and retrospective on the Planes series to find out what happened. Are the Planes movies really as bad as they say? Are they as good as other people say? I've joked about Planes so much, I'm very excited to do a video giving my actual thoughts on the movie. But not just that. I will be reviewing Planes and Planes Fire and Rescue and going over the entire history of the franchise. Talking about the merchandise, video game tie-ins, development history, the planned and canceled sequels, and other Cars spin-offs and stuff like that. It's going to be a very big project. It might just be one multi-hour video. It might be split into 2 or 3 parts. We'll just have to see. But I'm very, very excited to finally give my actual honest thoughts on Planes beyond just a joke, and discuss the history and the rise and fall of the Planes series. Now get out of here, Dusty. And there you have it, guys, a series of updates for the channel for the spring of 2024. I'm very excited for all of these projects, and I hope you guys are as well. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.